Hey guys, this is Kamikan, and these days I realize I'm working so much that sometimes I forget I'm an actual artist. Sometimes I forget that the whole point is to one day get to a place where I am only drawing and writing. And right now I barely have time for either of those things. I only have time for either making videos or going to work. And work takes up so much of my day that I'm pretty sure I just need to switch jobs at this point. Even though it's making me more than enough money, or it's making me more money than I was making at my previous job. It's flexible. It on the days that I actually do go to work, it's so draining driving hours and hours to get to the location, then to do the work where there's no chance at all for me to be able to sneak a little drawing in the process of doing that job. You just got to focus and laser in on the job and do that. And it has variable hours. So I'm not clocking out at the same time every single day. Um, it could be an hour over, an hour later, and then most times I'm so far away from my house when the job is over that it takes an hour to an hour and a half just to get home, and I'm going home in rush hour traffic, and I'm like, that takes so much out mentally that I'm just like, oh my god. And now I have to make a video, and now I have to draw this comic. But the comic is coming along. The pages are coming along, and they're really coming out nice now that I'm in the process of coloring it and getting nearly done with the whole thing. So I'm happy with how that's turning out, and I'm not saying that I don't have time to draw. I always find time to draw and to make progress on Saintly, but I need to switch positions in this job. I need to pivot somehow because it is taking up time. And while the main goal was to use my job position to pay off debt as fast as possible, it's become so all encompassing because the income vehicle is so all consuming. It takes all of my energy and time, and I have nothing left to dedicate towards drawing. Versus when I was working at the dishwashing job, that was just an 8-hour gig. Like, you just just wash dishes for 8 hours, come back. And it was so close to my house, I could just go to and from the job. And if I wasn't in debt and trying to pay off debt really quickly, I would just work that. Like, I would just be fine doing that and developing my art and comics outside of the job. And then eventually that will take off, that will take its shape, and then put me on the right path. But the only thing I can see myself doing in this case is finding something that pays higher while allowing me to stay at home drawing and whatnot. That might be a remote work type job, but I'm still in the process of checking out ideas and different things I could do in the meantime. But the reason I say all this is because the lack of money gets in the way of making comics. There's so much that if you can't afford to do it, then you're just out of luck. If you can't afford to hire certain people to take certain tasks off your hands in the production of your comic, then it's like, okay, well, I have to do it myself. Every aspect of this comic is something I have to do myself right now. And that's what I always wanted. Like, I love doing every aspect myself. But there are parts where money would actually speed up certain aspects of the creation process. There is parts where I'm just like, okay, I really wish I could hire somebody to do this thing. And the reason why I'm trying to get out of debt now is because once I'm out of debt, things that have to do with money won't be as much of a problem for me anymore. I'll be able to either hire out for certain things, or I'll be able to take care of things without having to worry about going into debt again, or it just wouldn't be an issue for me anymore. There's so many things that can take you out of the game of comics, whether it be sickness, whether it be mental fatigue, whether it be physical fatigue, burnout, relationship issues. And I think one of the highest things that can take out a burgeoning art business is money, the lack of money. If you don't have the money to continue to make your stuff, then you don't have the oxygen to continue your business. That's what money is to a business. It's like, if you have money in your business, if you have money flowing through, then you have enough oxygen to keep surviving and to keep creating. Like, if you're trying to make comics for a living, you are a small business owner at that point. And if you have the money to keep moving forward and putting that through your business, then if you're a full-time creator, then you can afford to keep being a full-time creator, because it just you keep developing assets that build more and more on themselves. You keep developing your IP that builds more and more over time as you generate more content for it, as you build more assets for the IP. But if you don't have money, that's one of the things that will take you out of the game a lot faster than other people. Not to mention all the hosts of relationship issues, mental issues, physical issues, that whether you can get sick or not. Those things can take you out. So I'm trying to make it so that while I'm healthy right now, while I have time right now, I want to make sure that I'm in a place in the future where money won't be an issue and I can move things forward that way. But right now it's like, okay, I have to pivot to find a better job position that'll pay enough that will allow me to create my comics while I'm still working on them, or while I'm still doing the job. But yeah, that's all that was on my mind today. I have a couple of ideas for videos that I want to put out soon, and I think I will be able to work on them on Thursday, because I'm just going to be off Thursday. So that's pretty much it for this video. Please check out my latest webcomic, Saintly. It is a demon chase horror action comedy about two best friends who have to outrun the demon loan sharks that they borrowed from. Basically, it's like Scooby-Doo meets K-pop demon hunters without the K-pop. And the story backs the main character into a corner where she has to decide between the hard path to success or lose her soul to the lure of easy money. And we get to see the ramifications of her choice, and if she can hide this deal with the devil from her friend, or if it will tear them apart. And I hope you read my comic in the description and check out the story. It should appear in your email inbox or your spam folder if you don't see it. And I hope you check that out in the link in the description, and I hope you enjoy it. I'll just be trucking along, making the final colored pages of them, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.